But the gentleman from Iowa has left the floor, but I couldn't help noting that the prevailing wage in Sioux City for iron workers, $20.95. That's the average. That's not the union wage. That's prevailing wage. For a truck driver is $18.25 in Sioux City, compared to a truck driver prevailing wage in Minnesota, in my district, in Lake County, $10.86. The prevailing wage varies all over the country, depending on what the local labor survey shows. This is not a national wage. This is not a negotiated wage. This is the best they do in that particular area and this particular skill. For the gentleman from Florida, Mr. Mack, a backhoe operator, prevailing wage is $11.04. A backhoe operator in northeastern Minnesota gets $14.64. A backhoe operator in Mr. Micah's district gets $10.35. Union wage is about double that. These are not confiscatory wages. They're just barely staying ahead of the minimum wage. I know what it's like to work as a laborer. I worked on laborer jobs when I was going through college, carrying a hod of mud for a bricklayer, puddling concrete on a street laying job, laying pipe for the sewage treatment plant in my hometown at $1.25 an hour. That was below the minimum wage because we didn't have a union contractor on the job. We ought to pay people a decent wage, a living wage. All we're asking for is the prevailing wage. And when the gentleman from Florida, the ranking member, said earlier, this is an expansion, technically yes, because the law expired. The Republican majority allowed this legislation, state revolving loan fund, to expire. It was last authorized in 1994, and they allowed it to expire, and it hadn't been authorized since then. So technically you can say, yeah, it's new. It's new legislation. We're just restoring what was.
Gentleman's time's expired.
This amendment should be defeated.
Gentleman's time's expired.